everybody. Welcome back to the Anti-Media Radio. It's Lavonne. Welcome again. Thank you for being here. So happy to be hosting live in the studio. We're in the Love Lab this evening. It is the 17th of July, and I'm joined live in the lab with Leslie Goldman and Eva and Mo Roof. I'm sorry, just kidding. Rufe. I said that wrong twice. Won't happen again. But we're speaking on some very important topics tonight, and we definitely are not going to have any technical difficulties this evening like last week, so please call us with your concerns, questions, advice, excitement. The number live to get us on the radio is 1-718-717-8296. I will be in the chat room shortly, and we'll be dropping information, links to the things we're talking about in there, so follow along. And I'm going to hand you guys over to Leslie for a little while, and he's going to kick off our show. Here you go.
So, for those of you born during the Monsanto years, when did that start? That started around 1996. However, they were thinking about this for an awful long time before that. And we do know that one of these days we are going to have the end of the Monsanto years. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. All right, so we're here to celebrate the end of the Monsanto years. We have a lot of people helping us. Of course, Neil Young is on the road singing his song and his CD called The Monsanto Years. And there's a song in there which some of the lyrics we will play tonight. We have some tremendous musicians here in the studio tonight, including one of my favorite, Mo, who is really going to be on the road in the Green Places RV. So let me ask a question. We have Eva. So Mo, what year were you born?
I was born in around 82, that era, end of 82.
Okay, and Eva, you could say approximately when you were born. During the Monsanto year?
1984.
Okay, and you?
I was born in 87.
All right, so here we are. I was born in 1947. And let me just tell you, I do not think things could get too much worse than they are right now. That's why we were all born, to make them a lot better. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, so that I would like to create a story that each of us in this room and all of those listening to the show were born on purpose. And we were born on purpose because we wanted to get together tonight to actively celebrate the birth of the Pure Food Revolution, which of course we're having these Pure Food Revolutions gatherings starting tonight. And we all know at this gathering we also have the Plant Your Dream Seeds. We have the Plant Your Dream Seeds coming out, and those are a free gift to all the Enchanted Garden Club members. But I wanted to acknowledge that Mo and Eva are going to be traveling in, what's it called, Mo? The green?
It's the Eco Moment, and we're going to be turning it into the Green Places RV, which is going to be touring across South California, SoCal, and we're going to be heading up shortly around September up to the event there at
the Pure Food Revolution is kicking off at the National Heirloom Expo, September 8 through 10, 2015 in Santa Rosa. You don't want to miss one of the great Pure Food Revolution gatherings. If you're anywhere in California, just look out for us on the road. And of course, this is going to take a little effort, a little community effort to get the Green Places tour up there. We have, all we need is just a little bit of GoFundMe, and Mo and Eva are ready to roll on the road. Goldman needs a ride up there. I would say things are really have been looking down for the world, which is an example of how good they're going to be looking when the pure food revelation and revolution starts. Mo, could you chip in here about some thoughts about the pure food revelation and why you were born to see this day come through with the Green Places Tour? What's that all about, this Green Places Tour? And first, let's start with what is Green Places all about that you and Eva are doing?
So, Green Places is a directory for, just like it sounds, green places. Anything that has to do with eco-friendly businesses, from organic restaurants, vegan restaurants, all the way to solar companies, alternative energy companies, and also green products like Dr. Bronner's here being represented by Leslie. So we're definitely looking to, make as much noise out there to the public about, the green amenities that they got here, right here locally in San Diego, and in each city eventually across the United States. So at this point, we're, building up from small to big, and we're hoping to get a lot of support from the public. In this upcoming 2015, we're hoping to be crowned the most sustainable family of 2015, so we're hoping for that as well. We're going to be purchasing an RV that is fully eco-friendly. At this point, it's already after conversion for vegetable oil. It's emission-free. It also runs off of solar panels, and it has a lot of different features. Eva's going to talk a little bit about the type of features that this RV has.
The RV is already running off of vegetable grease and biodiesel. It has solar panels on it, so it could be completely off-grid, batteries. It's got a water filtration system, so we could pretty much get water from anywhere and not have to use water bottles anymore. It's got a kitchen compost to put food and turn it into soil. And we're going to make an effort to go completely green, to figure out how we can become zero waste and recycle all the things that we have, and figure out a completely new lifestyle that we were really brainwashed against throughout our whole upbringing with the television and the commercials and the consumerism. So we're going to be figuring it out and sharing it with other people, and hoping that everybody comes along this trip with us, and making the change in our own homes, figuring out which products to use, how to be healthy to the environment, and how to do things that are beneficial to the whole.
Alongside the tour, we're also going to be visiting different farms in the area, exposing people to the farms, allowing people to firsthand be able to reach those organic foods at the times that they desire, including seeds, obviously. And here we have Leslie, talking about these seeds and the heirloom movement, which is really, really, amazing to keep the seeds as organic as possible because of what's going on with the GMOs and all the pesticides out there that they spray on the plants and the food, and we all know about that by now. Leslie.
So what I want to do with everybody tonight is, being that Neil Young is touring now with the Monsanto years, and we want to acknowledge the end of the Monsanto years. So I wrote an article. It's called Tips for Winning Back Your Sacred Seed. And my friends at the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company are producing 5,000 Winning Back Your Sacred Seed starter kit. And these are, in the kit, we have ancient wheat of Kamut, and these are Plant Your Dream Seeds, Mo. So I was showing you that calendar from my friend Ned. He just sent me this calendar that I was aware of. It was a 100-year-old calendar. Now, I need to ask you a question, Mo and Eva and Lavonne. When do you think the Monsanto years are going to end for the world in the life of Lavonne? What's your current excitement?
Well, it's definitely going to be on my watch.
It's
and
going to be on your
on
watch.
my watch, and I'm going to be here quite a while. And I want to spend no more than a fraction of the time I'm here fighting them. I want to spend more time building a new world. So that happens every day. And I'm happy to find other me's who are on the same mission. So collectively, I think it starts right now.
I do think it starts right now. And of course, we know that it's all about planting these plant your dream seeds on the 100-year calendar and proclaiming when we intend in our own life the various dreams to end. That's why in the tips article of winning back our sacred seeds, that's why we have the various tips. All you have to do to find the tips is go to online. You can go to winning back our sacred seeds and you'll see the article, some that we're going to talk about some of the tips tonight.
And I just posted the link in the chat on ucy.tv/TAMR. If you guys are following us along, you can check out the link there. And it's also Plant Your Dream blog.
It's on the Plant Your Dream blog, but it's online in the Life Connection and Steve Hayes Light Connection. And why, look who that is right on the cover. Why, look, who is that? Mo, who do you think? Look at that. Look who's on the cover right there of the Life Connection.
That is amazing.
Who is that?
I don't know how that happened.
Well, we got Lavonne here, right here.
Yeah, we've got Lavonne, and then we've got one of the most important human beings in the world, which is the kids. And I'm in a gathering here of young mothers and young fathers, and the kids are outside, hopefully making peace in a world of war. What would you say, Mo? Do you think we have hope for the world if we can raise these kids and teach them about planting seeds and gardening and all the good things that they're going to learn on the Green Places tour?
Absolutely. I think that nature in general is a very important component to a kid's upbringing, including general spirituality and also being able to adapt to their environment. Nowadays, we lived in an apartment up until now, and we're ready to make this change and this move. And we're excited because we're going to be able for the first time to take our child out of this mainstream mode where he's just watching YouTube videos and games all day and playing with only his friends from school, to actually be able to create a community, be out there with other folks that feel the same about what we're after, and which is sustainability first and foremost. I think this year, 2015, is the year for solutions. We're hoping to, move forward with that as well. So, if everybody likes to support this type of movement and knows that the solutions are the ones that are found right there in our seeds, and you really want to plant, as a cliche as it sounds, your dream in what it is to be, someone that can actually take control over their life and change it, just like those seeds grow just like those trees, and adapt to our environment that way. In spite of everything that's going on, Monsanto, we all heard about it. So check us out. You can always, place a donation. Even a small one is greatly appreciated at GoFundMe.com/green-places. We're also going to be posting the link right up on the anti-media panel, so check it out. And thank you so much, Lavonne, for having us here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to be working hard to go out there and find all the different companies that are working towards sustainability. Hopefully networking with a lot of small businesses to let people thrive from out the corporate umbrella that we're all stuck under right now. And this will give us the opportunity to be out there connecting with people, talking to people face to face about some of the issues that the mainstream media simply doesn't cover. We could go out there and play movies and promote the products and the people that are making an effort to do it right, and hopefully encourage people to grow food in their front lawns, to grow food in their parks, to go back to what we had for thousands of years before the television told us to um, grow grass and go to the grocery store for our food. So there's a lot that we all have to learn, because we are pretty much the lost generation. Older generations got a lot more opportunity to learn about plants, and it is hard work, especially growing organic food. It's definitely very hard work. It takes a lot of vigilance, it takes a lot of care, but we do have a lot of advancements in irrigation. We've got aquaponics, we've got lots of different technology that we want to put out there and educate the public about. Hydroponics, and we want to make the connection and encourage people to take charge of the stuff that really matters. You can't eat money. If you know that your food is poisonous, it should encourage you to want to grow some of your own. Because those seeds, they not only go to produce food, but they go to produce more seeds and more opportunity for food to blossom from. So if everybody took the effort and initiative just to take the seeds out of your everyday organic food when you go to the grocery store and save those seeds, you could actually grow your food. All the fruits that you buy. And when you buy lettuce, if you buy lettuce that still has the heart, you could even eat half the lettuce and have the rest grow back, and it could still turn to flowering and produce offspring and grow more seeds. So I feel like I've learned a lot over the past 4 or 5 years that I've really been studying the ecosystem and the economic system and how they relate to each other, and how they are the economic system is our own invention, but the ecosystem is what we need to learn in order to actually survive. So now that we've made the connection, and there's we're millions of us, billions of us on the internet talking to each other, I think that we stand a real chance of being our own media.
We are our own media. We're our own media right now. So that's a great point, Eva, is you are participating in a series of amazing, glorious events all day, every day. And just knowing that everybody can make a difference and plant their dream and be significant is important. Like, we are the media right now. We're doing all sorts of wonderful things.
So I wanted to make that point that the plant your dream and the plant your dream seeds, it's like we were all born to do this. And what Eva was saying, in my article, we talk about 3 simple plants that you can grow. I don't think it's a question right now about how big your garden is. It's just getting your beat back with nature. That's why I recommend one in the Plant Your Dream seeds. Those are ancient wheat, and it's so amazing that many people who do not have a compromised immune system already from the wheat that has been contaminated can get health by eating the ancient grains like the kamut in the seed packet that was donated by Kamut International, one of my sponsors, Kamut International. And so Kamut International and Baker Creek Heirloom Seed have gotten together to produce now the Winning Back Your Sacred Seed starter kit. And so, Eva, I wanted to tell you that the message of the ancient grain is, how fast can a dream grow? As fast as a blade of grass. You could see how fast it could grow in less than a week. And Mo and I in pots and grew in ways when you're connected with nature, you can. The main thing is not how much, it's the spirit that you put into the one pot symbolically that we're growing. And as we succeed with one pot, and nature gets a clue that Mo and Eva and Lavonne are on her team, then we can celebrate the coming of the rain. Let's all get together right now and plant that we're going to have some incredible rain out of our pure food revolution. So all those listening to this, think about your dream. Think about how we're going to change the weather pattern, just like we changed the weather into what it is. I mean, the weather right now, Mo and Eva and I and Zen, we went up to Zen Honeycuts the other day, and it was profound to see the growth that Zen has done to alert all the moms. So we want to touch base with what moms across America are doing, and we want to pull in the support of all the other ones. Mo, what did you think? Yeah, I mean, what did you think of? I mean, when I saw that movie, tell a little bit what you experienced in that movie, because I just came from a doctor about an hour ago, and it just about knocked me for a loop. Anytime you go around the drug people, he was upset because I asked him the same question 3 times. It was called Bought. The film was called Bought. Tell us what you experienced, Mo, in that film.
First of all, I was completely overwhelmed by the statistics that they had there, because that was like a cut edge. Here are the numbers. Here are the vaccines changing through the years, and here are the numbers of diabetes that is just surging, just alongside with it on the same trend. And I used to deal with a little bit of financial instruments back in the day, so I know exactly how trends go, and that was a surprise to me. That those are the things that you typically catch my eye is the numbers. And at this point you can't, it's a valid proof. You can't deny it by any means. So it's really saddening at this point.
It's called
Bot. Bot is the name of the movie.
And
Botmovie.com. You can watch it there.
It's free online until July. Bought, you can watch it free online until July 26th. And Eva, as a mom, what were you thinking? I mean, as a mom, when you saw all those little kids who got what happened to those kids who got vaccinated? A lot of them. What did the film show? Just watch the first 10 minutes. Go to Lavonne is putting a link to the film Bought, and that is something that just, it's about the way big pharma and the government are all working, and I'm glad we are in this pure food revolution camp. But Eva, tell us as a mom, what did you experience when you saw, what did the film show about the vaccines and the little kids?
Well, they say that correlation is not causation and that you can't derive those 2 points from each other, but these people had real experiences. They're not just statistics. These are people that saw an incredible change in their children after getting the vaccine and actually experienced a life-changing events from a shot. And right now we're over-vaccinating our kids by so many. When I was younger, we used to be a few shots, and now we're just pouring all these chemical cocktails into our kids, and they're trying to make it, well, they've made it mandatory in many states and now in California. And I'm not sure what's going to happen this year with Elijah going into school. He's in a charter school right now, so I don't know if they're going to follow the same guidelines as the public school with the vaccination mandates. But I felt personally offended by the film when I realized that I was pretty much scared into getting the H1N1 flu shot, and my son ended up getting the flu. He got the shot too. Our doctors scared us into both getting vaccinated, and he ended up getting the flu, and we were both in the hospital, and he and I ended up miscarrying his potential brother or sister during that time after getting a shot that was supposed to prevent the very thing that ended up getting causing me to get sick and causing me to miscarry. And so it didn't prevent the flu at all. The scary thing about it is that the people around me, my family, my friends, they were next to me, they were at close proximity, they did not get vaccinated, and they did not get sick. So I'm very suspect of that. And I know a lot of people that got the vaccine and got sick. So I don't know, like it's really it's crazy. I don't know. I do believe, and I've talked to so many people that honestly believe we're overpopulated and that something should be done about it. And it scares me that those people are out there, because with the media keeping us so dumb, we won't be able to survive. But if we get together and we plant food instead of grass, and we put ourselves full force into the things that we need to do to survive rather than entertaining each other and playing Monopoly games, we could change the world.
You make some awesome points, Eva. You really do, and I want to use that as a segue into my next topic. First, I want to say I'm sorry that happened to you and that was your personal experience. Thank you for sharing that with everyone. I'm sure that wasn't easy, but use her account and her testament just to solidify in your mind what's actually occurring to people. Eva's not a statistic. She's a mother, and she was affected by that. And something important to note in relation to that is you are born with an innate immune system. Your body is literally conspiring with love constantly. Right now, as we speak, your cells are regenerating. That's what you do. Your body uses the food you eat and the water that you drink to clean and heal. So what are you made of? Like, if you're eating chemicals, you're eating pesticides, you're eating byproducts, you're eating factory food, you're going to be made of that. And what type of energy is put into that food? You want to be made of things that are going to nurture you and sustain you in a manner in which is intended. And I don't think whoever created us, whether or not, we're not going to argue about that, but whoever created us didn't do so for us to suffer. We're here to be our best. And I think we can all agree upon that. So how do we make ourselves our best? Well, we start by having the best building blocks. If you eat the best food, and if that kind of food is available to everyone, essentially everybody will be their best, based on the notion of the body's basic fundamental principles of survival, which is heal and repair constantly, continuously. So why not fuel that process? Start at the bottom. Then you literally are building better people. You're growing better people. You're sustaining communities that are composed of people who are their best. They always say that your weakest element of any organization is the one who is most malleable. You know what I mean? Well, guess what? We're all weak links right now. Our chain is not even a chain. We're all links. And you made a great point, Eva, is if we come together, we could be this tremendous, powerful rope, and we could move this hindrance from us collectively. Together, we're just a piece, right? So I'm so proud to be alive in this time, because I feel like people are so conscious. We're conscious of what's been happening the last 100 years as a species. Not as Americans, not as Palestinians, not as Africans, whatever. We divide ourselves too much. We're humans. We're beings. And we need to stop doing so many things that are hindering us. So what you guys are doing in regards to encouraging being is beautiful, and I hope people check out your GoFundMe. I posted a link in the chat. You guys can check out the chat and follow us along here now at ucy.tv/TAMR. And don't forget to call us. We're having an awesome equipment day. Woo! So that number is 1718-717-8296. I'm going to give the mic back to Leslie because I know he's got some awesome points to make.
So I wanted to make that point that, as the Tips article says, winning back our own sacred seed means plant your dream as much as marching against what isn't working. There's so much that isn't working that it is unbelievable and it's overwhelming. Like, I just had an experience with a kidney doctor about an hour and a half ago, and he was informing me that I still had these kidney stones that were now in a different constellation, and I know I've got some pains running down my feet, and it makes me really question taking this trip in the Enchanted Garden Mobile from San Diego to Santa Rosa. And I know I feel a lot better by being part of this grassroots movement and this pure food revolution that we are starting right in this moment. And I was just about down and out today. You know, first of all, I want to acknowledge Mo and Eva for their courage. Mo was talking to me about his courage to step out, and he is so, all of you who agree with Mo, he is so tired of participating in what is not working in the world. And you're talking with some people that are putting it on the line. I mean, I'm talking about taking a trip, and the doctor, you know, of course, if I left it to him, he'd have me in surgery next week to remove these kidney stones. They already tried that 2 or 3 times. And God only knows, after watching that film, what they stick me with when you're out and you sign on the dotted line, what they do to protect you, you know, with this great convergence of drugs and this and that. And they're just, I mean, you know, it's like nature has got to show me how Leslie Goldman is going to heal himself by being in the right spirit and part of this grassroots movement. And I'm looking at Mo and Eva and Lavonne, and these are like people that are coming together, including those of you out there that are living at the edge. I mean, you guys are making sacrifices and saying, no, I've got to do the thing that I was born to do. I was born to plant my dream, and now I'm giving you all the plant your dream seeds. I'm 67, and if I'm going to be living, I've got to be living by the values that I go with. And let's do another round, Lavonne. Could you share? I was feeling down and out today, and you got me on the phone, and you got me all pepped up and excited. What were you telling me about the trip and about the tour and your participation? I'm putting this in print. And what were you saying about the sponsors, and what were you saying to the Goldman? He was on his deathbed today, and then I went to the kidney surgeon, and he knocked me for another loop and say I've got the kidney stones and I'm having these pains. How are we going to get the Goldman up to Santa Rosa? How are we going to get him to teach? And what were you firing me up with? Give me some of that gospel of the love cat.
We call this dropping truth. Are you ready, everybody? Okay. So we're all connected, and I feel like the people in my circle are part of my soul tribe, and we're all here on a mission. Like, you attract what you... Energy goes where attention flows. So whatever you're focused, your intentions are creating your reality. So if you want to do well and you want to do good in the world, and you're going to attract those people to you, they're going to help you facilitate that. And Leslie being part of my soul family, I feel like we have a connection. And I could just sense that you weren't having a good day, Leslie. And every time I call him, he goes, "How did you know, Lavonne?" I'm pretty sure you say that in the first 10 words every time. "I was just doing this, and then you called me." Well, that's because we share a vibration. And Leslie's been paving the road, building the foundation and setting the stage for people in our generation, Mo and Eva, to make this the year of change, the year of solutions. We're quite aware of the problems, and I feel like people have been perpetuating them globally for at least 5 years. Hardcore. Cool story. What are we going to do about it? So we're taking action, but we've got to support each other. Leslie needs our help, and I told him, I'm not going to let you go up there alone. I'm just not. It's not going to happen. I'm gonna make it so that I'm there with you, and we're gonna plan an itinerary, and we're gonna tell as many people as we can about planting their dream, and we're gonna give people the ability to be a gardener with one pot, and we're gonna empower them in having a chemical-free home, and we're gonna teach them the resources to find the answers to the questions that they don't have beyond Google. And we're going to empower them with the notion that you don't have to fall victim to consumerism. You can be the media, like Eva said. You can be a gardener. You can be your own doctor. You can be your own scientist. You don't need someone with a piece of paper to tell you who to be. You live in the most amazing time where the world's knowledge is at your fingertips. Use it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mo. Say that.
Yeah, you can visit us at green-places.org. Just per the solution and the cause here in 2015, just like Lavonne said, it's very important that.
Green dash, that dash.
Yes, you got it.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is correct. So a very easy search engine. You can just browse for your categories. It's going to grow and grow. So if you can help us, add more listings as we go along, that would be great because it is a community website. It is an organization. We're hoping for everybody to participate in this effort and just grow. Just get out there, and it's completely free, 100% free. You can list yourself for free. There's also the featured option, which is always available. But I personally think and feel that everything that we are doing should be, granted for everybody to be able to explore free without any type of cost or price to it. What's happening in how do you feel, Leslie, about what's happening in Spain right now and Greece and the whole revolution with the banks?
Well, I have a friend who is planting corn with some of the indigenous people, and the way he makes his money, they send him all around the world to places where there's a lot of money from oil, and he just collects the money from all these different countries, and he gave us the lowdown at this conference. We are on such a false economy where we do not know that the real wealth is seeds. I'd love for everybody to watch my YouTube about where I'm talking about Eden Foods and the pencil that in that video. It's on my YouTube channel. I'd like you to watch that video about the real wealth is in money. And my friend Michael Potter he spent his life bringing out the real food, from Eden Foods. And he put one of my favorite props is a pencil made out of old dead dollar bills. And what's happening in Greece and Spain is the same thing that's happening in Syria today. I put up on my Facebook page about 15 kids who got vaccinated and died. 15 kids. The U.S. was shipping out a measles vaccine, and these innocent mothers in Syria brought in their kids, and next thing you know, 15 of the kids died. Someone's trying to make an income off of something that is not friendly to people, plants, or nature. And it's time to support and get in back of what Mo and Eva and Lavonne are doing, which is the people supporting fair trade, not free trade. This is the moment for fair trade. So let's talk about some of the green places, folks that we are supporting and who are supporting us on the journey to the green places. And let's talk about seeing you at the National Heirloom Expo. Let's talk about you reading my tips. Lavonne, I'd like you to give a little review of this article. Just jump out and I'm going to ask Mo and Eva to see one paragraph that jumps out from the tips article, because I wrote an article about these tips for winning back our sacred seeds, and I need you to know, everybody who's going to be hearing this broadcast, you are a sacred seed, and nature will love you if you grow rare seeds, like rare seeds from Baker Creek and all the other companies. And that's why I want to see you at my opening class at the National Heirloom Expo, September 8 through 10 in Santa Rosa. And I want to see you the Saturday before at Luther Burbank's, because Luther Burbank said that all kids and human beings grow by the same principles that plants grow. But let's look at some of our sponsors. Some of my sponsors and some of the other ones we're calling to action. We've got David Bronner with the Bronner people. And Mo, I want to point out that I've been doing experiments at our house with sal suds as far as gray water. In other words, every drop of water needs to count. You know what I'm saying? And sal suds and Dr. Bronner's soap, that can go in the garden. We've got to do some more experiments. I'm inviting you over to my house, Mo, because I know you got a lot of energy, and I've got a lot to share with you. But we need to have some sacred, pure revolution gatherings in my backyard before we take this trip. And we need to let these kids run around in a safe environment. I want to tell you that Eva and Mo have got the best dog I ever met. What's that dog's name?
Milo.
He was licking me. I had so much love from little Milo, and their kids. And Lavonne has got some of the greatest super kids. And we need to have a gathering at my house. But what's that picture there? What's that all about? Tell about your hair and tell about Dr.
Okay.
Bronner,
This is
and
important.
Then let's tell about my friend Patricia Bragg and the apple cider vinegar.
So
Let's talk about the product that Ryan Black is doing to save the rainforest. And let's toss out some names here of some people that we need to support.
So what's important about the Bronner family is that, like you, Leslie, they're pioneers in this new world, this new earth that we're trying to build. And they are a company that deserves recognition and support, like local farmers, because they're doing valid, justifiable, legitimate work in the community, and they practice for fair trade, certified free trade. They have non-GMO ingredients, and their products have multi-uses. I was telling Leslie that I've been religiously using Dr. Bronner's for a very long time as an organic gardener, and I have locked up hair. My hair is in dreadlocks, and it's really important to maintain cleanliness, especially as a body worker. So, people with their minds, their small minds, they like to assume, somebody with dreadlocks is dirty. It's not the case. What's really cool about Dr. Bronner's is that it's non-residue shampoo. And when you have really curly, thick hair, it's like a forest, and I like to think my hair is like completely in love with itself, and it just has to hug each other all day. Like, that's my little analysis of dreadlocks. But my point is that you need a really good product to put in your hair. You don't want it to get weakened or full of residue. So I trust my hair to that product. I brush my teeth with it. I mix it with neem oil and water, and I use it as an all-natural pesticide in my garden. And if we're trying to get rid of glyphosate and all these horrible chemicals that are used as their scapegoat of they're needed to produce more, we've got to adjust our thinking. And I want to empower you guys in other options. Like, you don't need to put chemicals in your garden. You can use a concentrated, all-natural, fair-traded product to handle so many things in your home. And it goes back to what Eva was saying earlier is stop buying food. It's perpetual. I'm growing I'm growing like 50 plus varieties of vegetables in my garden right now. I've got like 20 pea plants right now, and every single one of those pea plants came from one sowing of seeds. And I literally grew about 25 pea plants from one sowing of crop. And I saved a couple peas and I replanted an entire two crops. So, what are we doing? And today I told Leslie, I had a revelation. I said, I need to put my energy where it matters. And that's really important because, and Eva, you made this point several weeks ago to people on Facebook. You said, you don't spend money on food, you spend your time on food. You spend your time making money and you use the money to buy food. Why not just spend your time growing food and all the time you save not working or going to the grocery store, you can spend doing other things like being, making music or writing proposals or grants or marketing people's business or, researching green places to take your kid. That's I think our hope for everybody in being a rare seed. And it's really important to recognize the Heirloom Expo, which is where Leslie's being supported by these awesome companies that practice legitimate business and do good. They're they're providing you the ability to share their knowledge with the world. In the Heirloom Expo, this is the fourth year, correct, Leslie?
This is going to be the fifth year.
I'm sorry, it's the fifth year. He's been teaching free.
Yeah, it's the world's Pure Food Fair, and it's Santa Rosa, September 8th through 10. And Vedana Shiva is one of the great people, and a lot of the fair trade companies. John Rulak from Nutiva is one of the teachers, and my friend Jeremy Seifert, who directed GMO OMG, is going to be there, and Pam Larry always comes, and all the great GMO teachers are there. And when you see the display of food for 3 days, it's like waking up in my poem where we woke up in the post-GMO era, Mo. When you go through there and you help out, like you come early and the people from Missouri come and they set up these unbelievable displays of food. It's like once you get there and everybody pitches in and helps out, it's like you got the chickens and the ducks. And I always like to grind the ancient wheat with the kids on Fun Day. There's thousands of kids, and this is a nonprofit event, and they give the money that comes in, and the tickets are only $10. They give them all to school gardens, and I have the time of my life. I always go in there draggled and beaten down by everything, and I come out of there looking at the face of these kids and giving them the heirloom seeds, and I come out of there with 6 months of energy. So I really want to see Mo and Eva and Lavonne up there and figuring out how Goldman's going to get up there no matter what. And in spite of, and that's the message for all of you. I know we've been all raked through the big pharma and the little pharma, and we've forgotten that medicine up to a couple decades ago had nothing to do with things in bottles, but it had to do with the ancient thing that food is medicine. And I'm asking you to come to the Heirloom Expo, the world's Pure Food Fair, and join us if you're in San Diego, and join us on the road. I actually like to go to Whole Foods markets and see my products. I like to see where they put the biodynamic fry wine on the shelf. I like to see where they put the Eden Foods. I like to eat those Eden Food cans because they're BPA free and they don't make people develop quicker than they're supposed to, the BPA free. I like to see where Nature's Path products are in the shelf, and Sambazon, and what are some of the products if we were on the road, even in San Diego, and did a test drive. One thing I like about Whole Foods is they've got everything in there. It's like sometimes I feel like I have to wear a jungle hat, and because you could find everything, but in there. But what are some of your favorite products, Mo and Eva?
I personally, we shop a lot at Trader Joe's, which I mean they introduced a whole line of new organic products recently. And the only thing that I don't like is that they use a lot of packaging. So I think one of our missions on the road would be to find the farmers markets and the places where people gather and sell their own garden food, the food straight from the garden, freshly picked, and share recipes and learn how to cook and figure out how to eat more natural food. Personally, I've gone through a huge transition where I'm not eating as much meat as I used to. Rarely, if ever, do I eat meat, sometimes fish, and that's something that I've personally changed within myself after reading the China study. After after I read that book and watched that movie, Forks Over Knives, which the book is just so much better than the movie. Everybody always says that, but it's just filled with so many statistics, and after I read that, I realized that that we're eating way too much meat. I'm not saying that everybody should be vegan. I'm not certain of that, but I do know that we don't need as much meat as we do eat. So we can absolutely survive off of a lot less, and it absolutely should be organic. I mean, you're better off not eating any meat at all if you're going to choose to eat something that's been abused for its entire life. I mean, all of those stress hormones of that meat, it's consumed by your body when you ingest it.
Products,
So on another note, would like to really appreciate a lot of people here in the community in San Diego. Immediately big shout out to the World Beat Center. We actually had our kid go there to the summer camp, and he really enjoyed it, learning the cultures. I think cultures are very important to embrace, different cultures rather than just the mainstream. There's a lot of people and there's a lot of noise about that in general, especially since the World Beat Center also exists in northern TJ area as well. So they're out there in Mexico and here making noise, and a lot of props to them, Makeda Dread, for keeping it up. And I really appreciate them specifically because they have their own garden. They vend their own food that they grew in their garden. Amazing food. We just ate there today, and really, really a lot of appreciation to the World Beat Center. Save the center. Culture, all culture matters, as they said, their slogan. Also, big shout out to Barrio Logan Farms, aquaponic farm that we've been introduced to since the March Against Monsanto. Amazing guys. They actually have their own lamp product line lined up with that farm, which is fully aquaponic systems, and it's just the biggest I've seen thus far. And I think that this is absolutely the direction for plant growth in the city. This is definitely the best way to grow your plants in the city. I think people should embrace that.
We're about to end, so I'm inviting you all to join the Enchanted Garden Club. Look it up online. These are the words that Lavonne, our Enchanted Garden member, is going to say. And we want everybody to get some free Plant Your Dream seeds on the road from us, and hopefully we'll have a gathering in San Diego before we live. But Lavonne, could you read the Enchanted Garden Club member? And just take this all in and watch my videos of And I want to acknowledge Eva for the beautiful picture she took of me when I was on stage. It's online in the article. Eva did that. Eva Rufe.
Support our cause, and we really appreciate you sharing your time with us. Become an Enchanted Garden Club member with us, and this is the Enchanted Garden Club member poem that really speaks to our cause. And it goes, "O patient Mother Earth, let us walk together more closely. More now I accept your fulfillment is a byproduct of my own dreams flowering. Remind me that all natural things on earth grow from seeds. Open in me the wisdom contained in a tiny seed that I might too experience how dreams grow naturally. The enchanted garden, a name for our new earth, growing through me, starts here and now. I am a sacred seed, and you are too, and I hope that you guys learned that power within you by listening tonight. And it's our mission to fulfill our job as exactly. This is the year of solutions, and we want you to be the purest you. So we're going to connect you to your earth the best way we can and share with you all the other people who are the other us's trying to do what we're doing. You guys on Monday, I think, at Station.
I'ma let them know through the stereo. Yo, here we go through the stereo.